Hello, Shadowhunter here, and welcome to episode 4 of our Open TTD Realistic Challenge. Bit of a mouthful. If you're just joining us, what we are attempting to do in this challenge is we started with just a single headquarters inside our city of choice, which is really the capital city, Brisbane. From there, we built out an entire connected network. What I mean by that is we could not, and you'll see here, we're clustered around the same area of the map, so we couldn't just plonk a station down here and fly over there. From our first positioning, we had to be interconnected with road and rail the whole entire way. Even if I was building from here over to here, I had to start at this end and work my way this way, because in the real world, you can only get materials as far as you have infrastructure to carry them. You can't just plonk a station in the middle of nowhere. How did you get all of the raw materials there? From there, we've grown our network out. The other rule we had to follow was trains had to follow realistic pathing. So single unit trains like this that don't have a locomotive on both ends can only travel in the direction of the locomotive. So in normal Transport Tycoon, if they got here, you don't have to have this loop around on the end. They would just change directions in the game and go back the way they came. So we've had to force them to do loops, and you can see there's a lot of loops and swoops and janks around here, which you wouldn't do if you were trying to make the most efficient network in Transport Tycoon. But we aren't going for efficient, we're going for realistic. We're in a good position. We've got some goals we're chasing, which we'll check in with those at the end of the video. If you want to have a crack at this yourself, I'm going to stick all of this in the comment section so that you can have all of the things that you need to complete the challenge yourself. Please tag me in your playthroughs. I would love to see how people go with this. This is my 4th attempt because it's been quite difficult, but we're having a good run. We're going to tick some goals off. We should complete at least all the bronze ones, and we might get the silver. I don't think we're going to get the gold, but hopefully one of you will, and I'll be able to see some masters at work. Alright, so let's unpause and get back into this. So we know that Gospers is in a good state now. They're happy with us. They're growing every 77 days. Brisbane is growing every 7 days. That is ballistic. We've put some signage in there to secure ourselves an airport. Ayton, we've put some signage in to secure an airport. We've got a 12-day growth tick there. How are we going for goods here? Yeah, so the goods train's pretty good. We've got good transportation there. Our coal is firing along quite well. That's growing. That's beautiful. Everything's buzzing along. We need to start with Manus. If we can grow this city, which is currently not growing, this will be the last city we need to get over 1,500. And that will fulfill one of our goals to get 10 towns over 1,500. So let's connect this up here just to get a nice loop, and I think I'm going to run that through there before they construct. Now I'm in a bit of a bind here because they are not happy with me at the moment, are they? I think they're very unhappy with me at the moment. Appalling. And the problem I've got is the way to make them happy is to give them trees. But obviously I can't build trees on farmland because if I do, I have to pay them. So we're just going to have to try and strategically filter some trees through here to see if we can just coax them into being a bit happier with us. Can I get some trees? Alright, still at appalling. Alright, what if I stick some trees in here? Alright, we're still at appalling. Just gotta be really careful because I do not want to put trees over the farmland, or I'm gonna have to pay twice because I'm gonna be paying for the trees and also paying for the farmland that I have accidentally reclaimed. Goodness me, it's not even budging. Come on guys, we can do it. I believe in us. My goodness, they are not happy with us. They are not, yeah, we'll have that. They are not budging. Alright, so that's not touching any farmland. Why are they so upset with us? Come on guys, I can't improve your network if you won't be happy at me. I don't know where else I could put trees in. Put trees in there, I guess. Anywhere else I can put trees? Come on, appalling, come on. Really, is this, am I in the right city? Am I in the right Manus Forest? I'm in the right city. Oh, here we go. Here, is this gonna make you happy? This is in your area. Come on. How many trees do you guys need? It's not. Nothing's moving the dial at all. How much is it to bribe them? Oh, it's like a third of my money to bribe them. I cannot justify that. Oh, this is painful. They're not going to let me build. I don't think I can even put. Will it let me? I've got them there. Can I? Will you let me put them on the existing road? No, you're not going to let me put them on. So what can I do to make you happy? I just don't know what to do. The passenger rating is poor. It's not horrible. I can't do anything. Alright. Maybe I'll just buy this chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 16. 16 by 4. How much is 16? Let me just do some quick mathematics on my... Oh, that's my phone yelling at me. 16 by 6k is going to cost me $96,000. And there's no guarantees that that's going to make them happy. It might. I don't know. We've got to try, I guess. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. 14, 15, 16. So that wasn't as bad as I thought. And then I can now tree this area here. Alright, is this going... Oh, okay. That's good. Alright, we're nearly there. Alright. Very poor. Okay. So obviously the trees have to be close to town. It seems to be obviously. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can reclaim those. Come on, are we going to get there? We're not there yet. Can't. We've already planted maximum number of trees. Alright, let's grab these 6 squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're at poor. Alright, that's good. That's where we need to get. And before it falls again, let's get... So we need... Let's get 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And then we need some sort of road depot somewhere. I don't think we've got one of those because that's the town. Yep. I think there's the spot. That's good. Alright, so we've got that going. Alright. Manus Forest, prepare to love us. Prepare for us to be your favourite transport. I know we're your only transport company. I know we have no competition. But you will just love us because we are glorious and the best. Alright, so this is the Buzz Manus Forest. Buzz Manus Forest. Alright, so let's clone this vehicle, and like always, let's reverse the order. So let's get the Forest Woods, Forest East, Forest Central, Forest. Alright, extra one of those, extra one of those. Let's go. Alright, so citizens rejoice at the gloriousness of the gloriousness. Alright, so that should get them growing. So currently not growing. They've got 356 passengers. I think we're going to end up creating a bit of an issue here, because I think these are going to fill up with passengers fairly quickly. So we've got 7 there already, 6 there already, 12 there, and that's moving quite nicely. And obviously if we can get some of these pumping, we can throw a feeder onto here to really grow that train line. So let's just jump over whilst that's going. How is this going? Yeah, that's pretty clean. Yeah, that's pretty clean. The rating's pretty good. And that's pretty clean, and the rating's pretty good. Everybody's humming along nicely. That's getting a bit up there, so we're getting a bit of extra traffic there. So maybe. Alright, so where you can loop around. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this is one just so that loops around, that goes. Okay, so we're just going to remove this signal here for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sneakily sneak that into there. So I need to move that signal. Oh, and actually I need those signals gone. So I don't want trains queuing through the intersection. So I'm going to sneak that into there and into there. So they can crisscross there. They can also go there if they want to bypass. But and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this signal forward one and then remove that, and then I'm going to put a sneak along here like this. And I'll tell you why, because what we are going to do, and this is brilliant, wait for it, is we are going to send a train from Ayton, good old Eaton Ayton. Let's just grab a new vehicle. This train is following a loop, so it doesn't need to be a bi-directional. So what have we got? It's got some, oh, that's got some good efficiency. Time to upgrade the trains too, I think. So we're going to grab one of these. We're going to put some passengers on it. Let's go 4.5. Let's grab 3 mail vans. And we're going to send that from Ayton to Manus, I think. And I think we can go via Radford. I think that's the play. So let's get that up and running. So that will take some extra passengers out of here, because you can see that's building up quite a lot. But I don't want to send another train to Brisbane, because Brisbane's kind of pumping and that's a shorter run. So because we've got a decent number of passengers here, as I say that, it just gets annihilated. But as we've got a decent number of passengers piling into Ayton, which is that's my big train, so it's going to be, it's dropping off. Where's my new train? I don't know where my new train is. Oh, it's doing a loop somewhere. There it is. So hopefully my new train will get a decent amount of passengers. Seems like everybody just piled in right before my new train. But because it is travelling further, which is what I was going to say, because it's travelling further, it will actually make some decent coin. And look at that, it's actually still pulled down. It's going to get close to 50%. Yeah, 42, it's not bad. So that'll pull some decent coin because of the distance that is travelling. You can see how busy this network is getting to, by the way, which is really, really cool, how efficiently this is all flowing. And what we might do right now, whilst I'm looking at this section of track, because it is becoming fairly congested, is we're going to move that signal back one, and we're going to remove this signal. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build a duplication of the line here. So bring that out there, bring that along there, and then we'll bring that along there like so. And then let's add an extra signal there like so. Of course they want to use the train depot right when I want to be doing something. Actually, we are going to move the train depots a little bit this way. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's pop it there, and then we can pop this one here. And then what we can also do, also is pop that, wait for it, pop that, and then of course it's going to stop right where I want to go. Pop that there so they can get in that way, pop there so they can get in that way, pop there so they can get out that way, and pop that there. And then what we're going to do is remove this bit of track in between. No, we need that bit of track. We need that bit of track. Yes, we need that bit of track, so that's how they get across. Alright, that's okay. And of course you're going to stop right where I want to do something again. While I'm waiting for that, let's get some signals up, and let's remove that signal there. So yes, what we're going to do when they can, I mean, you can see how busy this is. I'm actually struggling to upgrade it. It's that busy. So we've got a crossover here so they can switch lanes if needed, which is good. And then what we're going to do here is, I don't think anybody's in this depot now. They are not, so we're going to quickly remove this depot before anybody else tries to jump in it. And then we're going to duplicate the line all the way up to here. And then what we will do here is, well, that's only coming from this direction, so that doesn't need a cut across that way. So we'll push that out there like that, pop a signal there like so, pop a signal there like so. What, did he just come out of that depot to go into this depot? Is that a thing that just happened? if you could get out of my road, buddy, that would be muchly appreciated. Alright, if you go in that depot, I'm going to punch you in the tit. Alright, do not go in that depot. What is it with you guys in this depot? It is cracked. Alright. We'll wait for him to get out of that depot. If you go in this depot, oh my goodness, I am going to kill somebody if this thing goes in this depot. Alright. Are you out? You're out. I don't want to... Oh, what is this depot not connected? You just drove past a perfectly good depot just to go into the depot that I'm trying to depot things with. Where's this thing? Yeah, there's a... What's wrong with you people? What is... Oh, gosh, give me the bomb. Go. Good. No one can use that depot. Depot is closed. Why has someone got a void order? Why is your order void? You have a go-to. Alright, let's just get rid of that. I must have had like an unbunching order on there. Good old unbunch. Oh, that's why. That's why they're all going there. Oh no, there's only 2 of them have got an unbunching order. Alright, so. High stress that was. Alright, let's remove all of that duplication nonsense there. So they've got the ability to switch there, so they can get the switch back going. We've got switches there. Someone who else has got a void order? PS6. Who's got a void order? You? Right. So maybe they were all going there because they all had orders to unbunch there. Alright, so that is beautiful, and then I think what we might do is just pop one in the middle just to get a bit of flow. Alright, so that should really increase the throughput of that section of track. We might also at some point duplicate down here as well, but I think we're okay for now. And I think... Do we want to duplicate that intersection? No, it'll be fine. Alright, so that's rocking and rolling. Man, Ayton is... Every 9 days, Ayton is absolutely going bananas. Alright, Manus. Manus is over 1,500. Alright, let me just have a look at this. Sort by population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over 1,500. We cheesed it a little bit because we're definitely not in this gigantic city. We're not in this gigantic city. We're not here. We're definitely not here. And we're not here. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4 ourselves. So I'll take it. We got 5 over 1,500. We can come over here and check, not all of those, why are you doing the whole line? Check that one off. Fantastic. Ooh, what's our cash? No, we need much higher reserves. Are we over 2.5? We're over 2.5. Another goal down. Oh, we're kicking goals. Alright, so we're over 2.5. This is not ticking off, where is it? Alright, there we go. So we're over 2.5. Is our train revenue. We just had another year. Was our train revenue over 480? Yes, it was. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's another goal down. Alright, so we've got over 480 yearly train revenue. This is supposed to be yearly revenue. I just forgot to change it. Alright, so we need 1.2 yearly revenue. I don't think we're there yet. We're about half that. We've got that. No. Alright, let's try and build, oh, there we go. Let's try and build some planes. I'll have to cut out that little bit there. Alright. Alright, so I'm feeling stoked. Alright, so Manus is pumping. Growth tick every 105 days. It's not a huge focus. I'm happy with that to do that right now. Did I build or did I forget? Did I build anything to go here? Did I build trains to go to Coral Woods? No. I've built some station. Didn't build any trains. Alright. Where am I coming? Did I build? No, I haven't. Alright, so let me just check. Oh, that's okay. So we just need to make sure. So this can come in here, and it can come across there, and then it can come out there. So what this is doing, come in this way, or we can come in this way, or we can go that way, whatever you want to do. And we can come out that way, and we can come out that way. And then we can, oh, that's what we were doing at the end of the last episode before we got distracted. They can loop around here, come back around here, and I was needing to put a bypass in here, but Manus was angry at me, and I needed to make them not angry at me because I'm about to kill a whole bunch of trees. And screw you, Manus. Alright. Don't care if you don't like me now. I've done what I need to do with you. Alright, so that goes in there. We've got enough that they're not going to bunch up through there. And then what I think we're going to do here is, let me just... Alright, let me get that out of the road. Let's get that out of the road. So that's coming from there. That's for the loop around there. So what I think we're going to do here is I think we're actually just going to push this signal back one. And then this is what you can do when you kind of get really across the signal kind of stuff with this game, is I don't want them to come from this outer lane into here. So I'm not going to connect that up. But what I will do is I will pop another signal there. And then what that will allow is people taking this shortcut through here can just cruise straight down this lane. There's no need, they don't need to take the outer lane. So I'm purely going to leave the outer lane for people using this shortcut, which is coming from up towards Bundabar. And then people who are doing a loop around here on this shortcut, I'm just going to force them to stay on this side. They can come across here if they want to, but they shouldn't. Let's see what this guy here does. That's a passenger train, isn't it? Yeah, he's pulling in. Pulling in? Pulling in, yep. So he's coming in through there. These guys using the shortcut should stay on the outer lane, which is good. And then that should keep our throughput relatively clean. Alright, so what we need now is some timber trucks. And they're going to have to be these double bangers because they are going to have to change directions without me putting a loop in for them, which is fine. It's not the super most efficient, but that is going to save me destroying any more farmland, and I'm all for that. Steel good woods, that's what I want. Oops. Flatbed. Bye. Alright. So we're going to send that to there, and then we're dropping that off at the timber mill. Fantastic. The good train's waiting there, which is good. So we're probably going to have to put another station on there. No, because they're only dropping off. They can use the other lane. The goods truck's on that lane, which is fantastic. Alright, so full load, all cargo, no unloading. Go to where I want you to go. No loading and unload just in case there's any issues. And I want to clone you, and let's go. Alright, so we've got that up and running. And that is good old timber at Corowa. Yeah, timber at Corowa. Pop that in there. Pop that in there. What are you? What are you doing? Oh, that's the little Ayton to Ranford. Alright. Ayton to Ranford passenger. Alright. Passenger. A2. It's not really, it's Manus. It's kind of Manus, isn't it? Manus is doing Ranford as well, but it's not really the main thing that it's doing. Alright, you go in there. Everybody's happy that they got their first train. Just love it when a network. I know a lot of people don't build this way, but I really just love building so that you can just add a tiny piece to a network and just click somewhere. Like most people have like 6,000 depots. This entire train network is running with very few depots. So we've got a double set of depots here, set of depots over here, and a set of depots over here. And that is feeding, I believe, this entire network is being fed. And these trains pretty much can go anywhere. I've got coal trains buzzing from here all the way over to there, and all I did was put a little chukker on here, and that made the coal trains work. It's brilliant. I love it. What I also love is this. I was going to say, this farm will hopefully shut down soon, because then I should be able to go gangbusters with road vehicles through here, which would be great, because we really need to get our road vehicle income up. And how is Ayton doing? So passengers are okay there. They're bajanas there. They're pretty good there. They're okay there, and we're good. I think we're mostly good. So it's just this new one here. So we can duplicate this, add another feeder onto here. So let's duplicate this now. And then we don't have a feeder here yet, so we can get a new vehicle and go to Ayton Holt and then to the train station. We want full load or cargo, no unloading, and then we want to no loading and transfer. Alright, and ungroup and new and Aiton halt feeder. Aiton halt feeder. Pop you in there. And I think 4 will about do that one. Off you go. Go make me some money. So what we will do eventually with these feeders is turn them off. You can see it is starting to grow over here now. They found a way. I'm pretty happy with the size of my network. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to help them out here by building across here again, so they're not spending growth ticks building roads. They can focus on building houses, and I'll connect that up there like that just because I'm a top bloke. I don't know what they're doing all the way up there, but that's fine. And then what I might do, because I've put my duplication in here now, is I might buy just this spot here just to protect, oh, not that much, just to protect myself. I don't need that. You can have that back. And then what I'm going to do is I will then get this tool here, and let's build them a bridge over here. It's got a nice girl steel bridge, and that looks good. And that will encourage the growth to kind of really, because you can see here with this train station, our coverage area kind of tops out there. So we're really starting to maximize that coverage area, and we want to encourage as much growth as in this section here as we can, because obviously a lot of our train lines and stuff are taking up area. And then we could potentially actually, ooh, could we do that? I wonder if, so we need 6. Let me just get this back up. So we need, that can connect into there, so, which is fine. So we need that square as well. And then we want entry there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a way in there. And then let's duplicate that. So we could put another station there. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a road up and around here and down there to try and get them to courage build along there. If they build along there enough, we could theoretically get another station in there. Oh, somebody was unprofitable. Who was unprofitable? Is this my mailman? No, it's a passenger van. Why are you unprofitable? Where are you going? Are you lost? Ace, where's he going? Thunderbar, Manus, Vike, where are you going? So you're doing... Oh gosh, alright, we've got some issues. I will be right back. Alright, so, sorry I had to pause for an emergency, but Aiton. Oh, look at this mess, okay. Alright, so, how do we fix this? Maybe it was just a temporary glitch in the system. Still moving along quite well, but what I might do, are you a feeder? You are a feeder. So let's send you back to the depot, and let's wait for another feeder. Are you a feeder? You're obviously a feeder because you're there too long. So I'm going to send 2 of those feeders back to the depot, and just punch them out. Inford wards down on the receptor grain, livestock steel. Okay, that's fine. Very cool timber. Nothing. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so you wait in the depot. And Boomtown to you, and your mate's going to be here in a minute, and Boomtown to him. Alright, so pretty good. Where is this? Which one are you? Aiton. Oh, good. Cool. Alright, so we're really bringing passengers in from all over the place. That is really getting very full, which is good. Alright, where's it? Here we go. Is this the train that's going to... Oh, it's going to Brisbane to Aiton. So it's just doing Brisbane to Aiton. Where's the turnaround? Oh, so it's turning around there. So it's doing a pretty quick loop. And that's still got 300 passengers. That is... What are you doing? We've got 2 trains. Is that doing Brisbane to Aiton as well? Are you doing... Yeah, so I've got 2 trains doing Brisbane to Aiton, and that's still just maxing out passengers like you wouldn't believe. That is crazy. Alright. That is actually crazy. Still 193. So I could get another train. Is this the Manus train? Is this the Gosper to Ranford? Gosper Point to Ranford. Alright, so let's go from down there to up there. So it's just going to go via here. But I've got the wherever the Manus train is. Whenever is this the Manus train? Are you the Manus train? Brisbane? It's not Brisbane 8. These things are looping and they're just pumping passengers. Alright. What I need to do is I'm gonna pause the video and I'm just going to send all these steam locomotives back to the station and upgrade them to diesel. But that would be very boring, so I will not make you bear witness to that while I get that done. So I will see you momentarily. Alright, so the diesel revolution is upon us. I think we've got the last couple of steam engines just chugging into the dock now, but you can see the speed of the network is picking up, which is good because things are heating up. Things are very much heating up in this game, which is good. Scaling is starting to happen. We're starting to beat some goals. So I think this is the second to last train. And then you guys should, yeah, here we go. I think this is the last one to upgrade here. So we can see the death of steam, the birth of coal. Our reliability shot up through the roof. Most of these steam trains were running at like 40% reliability, breaking down all over the place. These things are humming along now. Decent amount of passengers there. Decent, that's good. How are we going here? That's looking good. That is, okay. I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to pop 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. So I think we'll put our airport there and then we'll encourage growth around it by kind of helping them with their road network a little bit and kind of just encourage them to build this way again, just helping them by not wasting their growth tick. So we're mediocre. So we're picking up, probably mediocre because I just put those roads in. I'm going to build a statue here just to pump up my ratings a bit. And then, my goodness, 40 tons. Alright, so that one's still doing okay. This one looks like it's going to close. Oh, somehow that's had a growth tick on grain, but down tick. So these should shut down soon enough. This is pumping along nicely. We want to keep that pumping. This is pumping along fairly well. Oh, they're loading simultaneously. That is bizarre. But let's clone those so we can get one in waiting. So we're going to clone that train. And then it should queue here, which I don't think anything else is using this, but just in case. I don't think anyone else is currently using this, but just in case they are, let's pad that out there. We'll move that signal back one so we can delete that signal out. We're going to get rid of that signal there and pop it up there so it queues up there, and it should not queue through. It's going to queue through, isn't it? No. Alright, cool. So it's not queuing through the intersection. Somebody is using that, so there you go. And we'll pop that there and we'll pop a signal there. And that way they can still use the bypass, but I can have a single timber train queuing ready to go. That is a thing of beauty. Alright, I think I need another coal train then. Why? Because that's just come in to load and there's nothing there. So that's instantly picked up. It's still going. It's still ticking along. Alright, so that's about where it is there. So it's picked up 25%. So I'm going to get another one of those to come through there. And what I might do, because that's not quite long enough, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I might do is we're going to bring... How are we going to make this longer? Okay, so... Yeah, so let's remove that signal for a minute. Out of my way, out of my way. Alright. So let's go up here. That's my new coal train. So let's go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then hook into there. So let's remove remove that signal. And we should be able to hook into there. Alright, so is that giving me enough? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, we will see. I really don't want it queuing through that intersection. Where's the bypass? The bypass is there, so it needs to come off there. Can I add? Alright, what we can do, I just want to make sure that we are definitely getting enough width on this. So we're going to pay a bribe, advertising thing to Korowa, so I can destroy one piece of farmland. Alright, so then we will, using the bypass, nice. So we'll pump out this way, one like that. That will give us, definitely gives us enough width in that now. So we'll pop that there, and then we will, so that will let them queue. And then what we will do is we will just make the trees opaque for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this into the pure bypass. And we're going to remove the ability to get to the station from this one. So if a train comes up here and starts queuing, then they will not be able to use the bypass. And that will keep the bypass free and clear for any trains that are just passing through. But they could also use this janky bend here. Can I come? Can I come out here? So that's coming up there. I don't hate it. It's not my favourite though. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Who's blocking? Who's signal blocking? You're signal blocking. Alright, so let's remove that signal from there. And let's pop that in there. And then let's pop this here like so. And let's get rid of this janky looking piece of garbage. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we have got an extra bit of length there now. They can come from the bypass into there, or they can come from there into there. They can continue straight on. They can continue straight on, or they can come up here and use this bypass here. Fantastic. Right. This is just stuck. Why are you not, what is going on with these? 30 tons of wood, 30 tons of wood, 30 tons of wood. Is it because it's trying to fill the caboose? Alright, hang on a second. I'm going to have to send these guys to... There's something wrong here. Why are they not loading it? Let's all go back to the station. Waiting for a free path. Oh, it's because I didn't put... I need to put these ones on. Alright, that should free that up. Alright, I don't know why... We've got wood going there, really bad rating, but they're just not fully loading. I don't know if this... Maybe I have to refit these cabooses for timber? I don't know. I'm really confused. Like, they were just sitting there doing nothing. They were stuck at 79%. So maybe, because this is empty, I mean, are they trying... Maybe they're trying to load passengers into the front caboose. Alright, let's just see when it gets to the station. I can't believe that's been sitting there for who knows how long, not making any money. They must be losing money. Yeah, crazy. Losing crazy money. Alright, they're on their way. They're breaking down because of, look at it. Breakdown, because I haven't been serviced in so I just unbroke down and it broke down again. My goodness, what is its reliability at? Reliability 0% because it's been just breaking down. Alright. These things are just going to edge their way to the service depot. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You can make it the rest of the way without breaking down. You can do it. That's it. Get in there. Alright, shouldn't break down now. Alright, so I wonder if we have to refit this thing. Wood. Refit train. Alright, so is that going to work now? Let's see. We've refitted the train for wood. Because maybe it was trying to load passengers. Which is very annoying if it is. But we'll see, I guess. Alright, off you go. Where are you heading to? You are heading to... Yep, alright, so it's heading back there. So we're going to leave this one in the depot for a minute, and we're just going to see when this thing gets back if it fixes the issue. I assume that's what the problem is. I assume that these must be set to passengers. No, they're set to wood. Because if this doesn't work, the next thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to redesign the entire station, pay more money to make a loop around, and then switch these to a single caboose. Is there an option where I can just turn these cabooses off so they don't do anything? No, so they've got to be fitted to something. Alright, let's see this. So this train is going... Yeah, because if this doesn't work, we're going to have to create a whole loop, which is going to cost an absolute mozza in farmland. This thing's going to go on the world's longest trip, isn't it? Where did it go? Where's it gone? Where'd it go? Going around here? Where is it? There it is. There's no way for it, so it's going to have to come around here. Oh, it's going to have to... Where is it? Oh my gosh, alright. We need to build a little cutback through here, I think. Just for the timber. Because that is going on a massive adventure. It's going to go all the way around, isn't it? All the way around. I think it's appropriate. I think we need to pop a line in here. I think it's just appropriate that we get a little cut back, because it is a long way around. So that will shorten it. Hopefully it's picked that up, that change. Otherwise it's going all the way around. So we've got a nice little cut back there. It would be good to get a cut back in here, but it's only for these stupid timber trains, who, if they were working properly, would be dropping their timber off there and be coming around to visit this anyway. So let's just see when this gets back to the station, because this is just absolutely appalling and it's just going into the toilet. So let's see if this fully loads and takes off, or if it still has issues. Whilst that's oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. What are we at? 11,000 here. 15,000. I think it's nearly time to get our airports up and running. And what we might do is have airport in Brisbane running to Bundabar, airport in Ayton running to Bundabar, and then we could potentially look at an airport in Manus. Actually, no. Then we'll get then we'll get flights. Actually, what we might do, they're not long flights, but we might get one going from Ayton to Gospa and one from Brisbane to Bundabar. That might be the go. Alright. Right, so this is just not working at all. It's just stuck at 79 again. So we're going to send that back to the depot. Alright, we're going to have to fix this. So I think the best way to deal with what we've just got to deal with right here, I'm not going to touch any of the existing network. I cannot be bothered. So I'm just going to pay Corowa another 2 bribes, 1, 2, and then we are going to be able to pop in the back of Corowa here. Thanks for playing. And then let's pop that in there, and then that gives us enough space for a queue, and you can just come out there like that, and we will pop a signal here, and we will get rid of these. You've got to delete these because they were the one we can come in from the backside. Change those to one-way signals, and then we're just going to get this tool out here, clean this whole junction up now. So nothing will be coming in this way anymore. And so what we will do is we'll get rid of this as well, and then we will just bring a single line up to here, remove that janky bit that we don't need, and then pop a signal there so no one is doing anything I don't want them to do. And then they will be able to come down here and get on the turnaround that way, I believe. So they will be able to come down here, come up there, and they'll get on the turnaround that way. then they can head back to the wood depot, which is fine. Do we want to do that, or do we want to come in? Maybe one more, come in. No, already got track there. Oh no, there we go. Alright, so let's do that, and then let's get rid of that. This looks a bit neater. Pop a signal there. Alright, so that gives us the one way in, one way out. We'll put a 1, 2, 3. Actually, I can just put it here because I'll just queue up to there. That is fine. Alright, so then we're going to take this stupid thing here, get rid of its caboose, buy a new vehicle, buy this, and we'll add another flatbed to it. On there you go. And then make sure you're set to steel and send you on your merry way. Do the same thing for you. Alright, add another flatbed, buy a vehicle, add that to you, set you to wood and send you on your merry way. And then last but not least, let's fix you and give you a flatbed as well, and make sure you're set to wood and send you on your merry way. Alright, that should 100% fix the problem now. So apart from the fact that they've got to do a giant loop because they're up there, they should pull in fairly quickly, start picking up this timber and getting rocking and rolling. Alright, while we wait to see if that works, let's get our airports in. Alright, so modern airport, let's go. In we go, connected to the network. I think we needed to put a bus stop in there. Bus stop we go. Alright, so bus stop in there. And then this is already connected to the existing road network. Happy days. And this is connected to the existing road network. Happy days. Alright, so we're going to need a plane going from Ayton. What have we got? Alright, so we don't want helicopters. They're way too slow, way too small on the passengers. This can carry 170 packs, 6 grand a year. Ooh, 95, 3 grand a year. 3 grand a year, yep. So this is 6 grand, that's 6 grand. That's 200. That's 30 for 3 grand. 90 for 3 grand. 65 for 2 grand. So that's not enough. That's too many. 95 for 3.7 or 90 for 3.6. It's got a really good ride. Okay, we'll get some darts in. If these darts do well, then we will get a bigger plane. I don't really usually play too much with aircraft, so I'm not sure how they're going to go for passengers. So we'll buy that one and we'll send that one from Brisbane to Bundaberg. Alright, so let's see how they go. Alright, so let's have a look. I mean, it's just taken off from 8 and oh my goodness, we've already got 47. Alright, so alright. Aircraft orders airport is too aircraft 1 in its orders an airport whose runway is too short. What do you mean the runway is too short? How do you get the runway to be longer? Aircraft 1 has in its orders an airport whose runway is too short. I don't understand. Does it work? It works. I'm confused and not aroused. Alright, why is it... Does it say? Aircraft type large aeroplane. Small aeroplane. Small aeroplane. Okay, maybe I can't use a dart. Maybe I need... Do I need the bigger airport? Oh, it's too late now. Small aeroplane. Large aeroplane. Large aeroplane. Large aeroplane. Helicopter. Alright. I guess I have to use these? I don't think that's going to work though, because this thing's going gangbusters. Alright, well, let me buy this. I'll just do that. That should make it happy. Alright, so we're going to need probably like 3 or 4 of these, I guess. We need a whole bunch of these. And then we're going to have to find the darts. Alright, where's the dart? Yeah. Bring you, send you home. Who else is complaining that their thing is too small? Is it you? What are you? This one. Alright, send that home. Alright. Oh, planes are painful. Alright, so we've got Aiton to Gossifer? What's that, Gossifer? Gospers. Alright, so that's this little fella, this little fella, this little fella, and this little fella. Alright, I've sent you home. Go home. Go home. Right. I told you to go home. Oh, go home. Yep, heading for the Alright, so someone's waiting in the thingy. There should be a plane here. That's coming in now. Alright, let's get rid of you and go over here and get rid of you. And then we want to go here. New aircraft. What was that little one? Little Blakewell. Yeah, little. So that's yeah, okay. Fly aircraft. Go from. No, not why. No, you. I don't want you to go from. Gospers. Is that Gospers Airport? That's not Gospers Air. That's Brisbane. Like it's. Oh my gosh, this game sometimes. Whatever. Alright, so apparently this one is flying from Gosper Point. Even though all of its coverage is in Brisbane, it's telling me it's Gosper's aircraft. Sure. No worry, it makes complete sense. Alright, so this is Gosper's Point to Bundabar. Look, I don't care as long as you give me all the passengers. Alright, so let's get 4 of those up and running and hope that that works and we get some aircraft revenue in. So I don't even understand, so I can't even build the bigger airport yet, but the planes are available. So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But whatever, we'll roll with it. So that airport is... Holy crap. Alright. This is crazy town. Alright, so we need another new aircraft. Where's that little fella? No, not that one there. I'm going to buy that and refit that just to do mail. Yep, and then we're going to do the same route. So here to here, and then do 2 of them. Alright, so that works out. And then we're going to do mail... Gospel Point to Bunda. And that will be the mail run there. And I'm going to assume that it's just as ballistic down the road here. Oh my goodness, okay. Clone aircraft, 8 into Gospers. Just give me like, I don't know, 3 more I guess. See if that works. And then we're going to get a new aircraft, that one there, and we want to refit it to carry mail, and we're going to send that from here over to Gospel Point West. Yes, that's where I want to go, and you're set to mail. Yes, okie dokie, and give me another one of those. Alright, we are now polluting the skies with so much nonsense it will make your head spin. And we want mail from Aiton to Gospers to West or North, whatever call it. West. And you 2 loody dudes can go in there. Alright. So we now have planes taking off and landing pretty much continuously, I think. Look at that thing, it looks like it's about to blow up. What are you putting along for? Alright. Are you flying around to... What's going on? Alright. How frequently are these things landing? Not frequently enough for my liking. Alright. So I'm just gonna keep cloning aircrafts until I've just completely polluted the skies. So I've already got like 6 planes on this run, but hey, what's a few more? Let's get 3 more on there. There's enough passengers in there and they're making profit, so I guess why not? Don't know how long they're going to take to pay themselves back, but who cares? How are we doing over here? Just as stupid. Alright. Love that for me. Alright, give me that thing. And I need... What's this one? This one. Yeah, so do that and clone me that one. Clone me that one. Clone me that one. Off you go. And then mail's a bit crazy as well. So while we're here, this is the mail run here. So let's grab another mail plane. And then let's go to the other one here. And go to this one and grab another mail plane. Alright, have we completely polluted the skies now? I love it. Planes everywhere. Buzzing. Just can't believe how many passengers are there. I mean, it is pumping. It's going alright. What we might do is find any depot. Find a depot, any depot, don't care what depot. And find that mail train. Where's that mail train cruising around? Channing Tatum. Get me another Channing Tatum. Just cruise around, help with that mail. Don't even know where the other one is. Alright, now this working? Yes, this is working. So clearly this worked. The rating, yeah, we go. Alright, so clearly we cannot use the double enders. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know if that's because of the way I'm playing, but I did not know that was a thing. Alright, so that problem's going to fix itself now, which is good, which will increase the throughput. There you go. Okay, so I can get another goods train going. Alright, so I've got goods going to Brisbane. So let's get a goods train, which is... Which one is it? Which one is it? Peace Wagon. Alright, so let's get a goods train going to Ayton as well now. I knew that was really going to elevate the throughput. So we'll get a goods train going to Ayton. So full load all cargo, no unloading. And we're nearly at the hour mark, so we'll wrap the episode here. Once I get this set up. Thank you for staying with me. Alright, so let's get that set up. And then the last little thing we need to do here, because we've got two goods trains coming in here now, the risk we run is if both of them are waiting to load and a timber train needs to drop off, we will be in big trouble. I've also just noticed I need to remove this signal here because this is also acting as a thoroughfare, and I did not bring this across to here. Alright, so I need to move that signal forward one, and then remove this signal, and then I can pop this on here. So we now have a cut through. We're keeping this whole junction clear so it doesn't back up. In saying that, we are going to pop a signal there and a signal there. That's fine, and I might extend that back to make that work more efficiently. And then we're going to grab a goods one. This one, yeah, I like this. So 1x6, and attach that to our existing network there. Is that the right one, or is it this one? That's the one I want. Right, so attach that to our existing network there, and then continue this fly through here, and then join that up out there. Then we can pop a one-way on there. So we've now got one extra goods terminal, and I'm actually just going to change that middle one to a goods terminal as well. It just looks nicer. So we've got one extra goods terminal more than the trains that we've got, which is what we want. What have I done? Oh my gosh, I've done that wrong. Alright, let's try third time's a charm. So there, like that, and then let's get the removal tool. There we go. Alright, I'll deal with that later. So that gives us an extra one. So we should never be in a situation where we've got both goods trains blocking up, so we can at least always have enough room for a timber train to drop off. The other thing we need to do is just create a straight ahead here. So you can come in here, you can come in here, you can come in there. I'm a bit concerned about that. Let me just escape and just make sure we don't have a traffic jam. No, that's good. They're just waiting, they're queuing. So that will mean that we'll always be able to drop off, which would be fantastic. I think that's where we'll leave it. What we'll do is let's pause the game. Let's open this up. So we finished on 776, which isn't enough to hit the 1.2, but we're pushing up closer. Road vehicles 360, I don't think we're there yet. No, 60k. Revenue from planes is just kicking in, so let's see how that goes. We've done the town goal. I wonder if we are company value 4.7. So we're encroaching on that silver goal. We're pretty close. Bank balance of 2 million, so we've got ways to go there. I think our revenue, our revenue's not there yet, is it? No, it's only 670. Haven't even hit the first revenue goal. Train revenue wouldn't be at 1.2 because total revenue isn't. So we're doing well. We've ticked off. That was great. We ticked off three goals this episode. I think with those planes kicking in, we should start seeing some headway on those. I am very excited to see how this shakes out. Appreciate you watching. A bit of a longer one. I got very distracted, got very into it. If you're liking this video, throw me a like. Again, if we can get Master Hellish to play, I would love to see him attack this challenge. See if he can do the gold. I'm not making the gold. I'm 3 years away from where gold needs to be, and I'm not even close. This challenge might be too hard. I don't know. I'm not the best open TTD player, so throw it out to you guys. Let's see what you guys can come up with, and I'll catch you in the next one.